Boris Johnson has been out of action for over 3 weeks now. This video message after he left hospital was the last we saw of him.
But before I come to that, I want to thank everyone in the entire UK.
Since then, he's been cooped up here in rural splendour at Chequers with his pregnant fiancée and their dog. The odd phone call to colleagues and one to Donald Trump, but no day-to-day involvement. In charge back in Westminster, his stand-in, Foreign Secretary Dominic Raab. Now First Minister, but not everyone's idea of a firm hand on the tiller.
Since the start of the outbreak, we've delivered 1 billion items of personal protective equipment.
The government's handling of the crisis has come under fire from many in the press, and a Labour Party finally under more effective leadership.
And there's a pattern emerging here. We were slow into lockdown, slow on testing, slow on protective equipment.
Even while Johnson was in charge, criticism was growing. Although the data suggests the peak of infection has been passed and the weekly celebration of the health service shows a degree of unity, the cost has been terrible and still no clear picture of what happens next. Everybody in government will be relieved when Johnson returns. Well, almost everybody. Health Minister Matt Hancock looks vulnerable. From promising 100,000 tests a day to ongoing equipment shortages, he may face some awkward questions from his boss.
The challenge has been to make sure that those deliveries get to every single place, every single person's face, every single set of gloves to people's hands.
However, the young and good-looking Rishi Sunak, the Chancellor of the Exchequer, seems to have had a good lockdown. Not surprising, perhaps, when all he seems to do is promise more money.
The government will pay self-employed people who have been adversely affected by the coronavirus a taxable grant worth 80% of their average monthly profits over the last 3 years.
In between, a succession of cabinet ministers of all shapes and sizes have taken the podium with varying degrees of success. Behind the scenes, rumours are swirling of squabbling, disunity and a leadership vacuum. When Boris Johnson moves back into number 10, he must reimpose his authority, tackle the tricky task of lifting the lockdown, some of the most important decisions faced by a British Prime Minister since the Second World War. The next few weeks may test just how well he's recovered.